Alrighty, welcome to those who stumbled across this video. This is a commentary over a game that I had fairly recently. It's on Hotspot Domination. I am in the Tier 9 French cruiser, the St. Louis, in a Tier 9 game. I'm among only 3 Tier 9s per side, but there's many Tier 8s and many Tier 7s and a Tier 7 cruiser. Misspoke, carrier. So lots of prey for Tier 9s this game. It's very favorable matchmaking, to be completely honest. So it's Hotspot Domination, and I spawn on the seaside, which actually isn't that bad. And I actually tell the main force for them to go to AB, because the St. Louis is so good going at flanks almost alone, or isolated, somewhat isolated, and you can still do very well in it because of this Spood beast that you have that allows you to kite and lob shells and just light people on fire. It's one of my favorite ships at Tier 9. Definitely one of my favorite cruisers. So can't really see what chat's saying. I've really forgotten at this point. Oh yeah, our Iowa is already calling game over, and we are 1 minute into the game, so that's always great. So I, especially in a ship like this, I like going straight for the flank, and on this side I have the benefit of having this giant island in front of me that I can then kind of hide and wait for the game to develop slightly, figure out what's going to get capped, where the team's going, and basically it allows me to formulate a plan of what I'm going to do. So nothing so far. People are yelling in chat in all caps, so that's great, but so far not that much, other than the Mayhan being spotted in B. So the Mayhan's at B, Ibuki's just north of him. I think that's a Cleveland over at A, and then I see that A is currently being capped as well. So that kind of lets me know, since they only have 2 destroyers, Mayhan and a Yugumo, that Mayhan's at B, Yugumo is most likely at A. So C is probably wide open. And I see other ships being spotted over there. I'm going to see if I can move my overlay. Either way, I believe it's a Missouri, and like the Colorado's over there. Probably think the Bismarck's over there, and I'm double checking right now because I see that C is being capped. Like who could possibly be capping C right now? And that's when I see the smoke, and I put 2 and 2 together, and it has to be the Fiji. So I'm already loading AP, because a Fiji encountering a St. Louis, like within a cap circle, is just, it's devastating for a Fiji. You'd never want to face a St. Louis or any French ship in a Royal Navy cruiser. It's just, it doesn't bode well unless you catch them with their pants down and broadside. Then you can maybe fight back, but with the troll armor that the French have, it's really hard to do significant damage. And that's what I'm counting on. So I'm moving up, using the islands to cover my approach, and hoping that I can keep this left island right here in between me and the Mayhan, or the Mayhan and I, whichever one's correct. I'm not an English major. So keep moving, and I anticipate being spotted at some point, either by this Charles Martel or by the Mayhan, and whenever I get spotted, I'll just start shooting at whatever I can shoot at. I figure AP's already loaded, Charles Martel is over there, and he's already getting nuked. I don't know if Bismarck hit him hard, but at this range with AP, us broadside cruiser isn't going to have a good time. So 1 salvo goes out, hit him with 1 Citadel, and I do almost 6,000 damage in 1 salvo, which isn't bad. So since I still know it's just a Fiji in here, I'm gonna continue pushing in. I see the Niza now, and I just feel like focusing the Fiji. Do 2 Citadels, 13,000 damage, which is good. Another salvo. Exact same damage, 13,000. And one more salvo and he's dead. So, just, yeah.
Enemy cruiser found.
Bad.
Direct front.
Bad for the Fiji.
Torpedoes to starboard.
So, I debate right here whether or not to back up and go assist with the 9s now, or just to go straight to B. And me firing my guns like that basically is the indicator that I've chosen to go B. I figure a Cleveland and a Bismarck can most likely handle a 9s and out. It's random, so who knows, but if they don't, I'll take care of it later on. So, I shot one salvo of HE at the Ibuki, but he's very slow. So I switched to AP and I do almost 5,000 damage there. So, another great example of what French AP can do, even at long range. As long as your target's broadside, you can basically guarantee decent amounts of hits. Probably not a Citadel at this range, but decent damage. So I'm just dodging, and I noticed that Mayhem, but I want to take out this Ibuki. One less set of guns is great, especially a tier 9. So keep moving, and I keep the island in between the Mayhem and me, so that any torpedoes that he launches will just have no physical way to actually hit me. So now that the Ibuki's dead, I focus on the Mayhem. And if you haven't noticed, I also capped the C, so things are going good. Only lost 2 ships. There went the Mayhem's torpedoes. Didn't even get close. But now he's smoking up. And it's pretty clear he's slowing. He could be stopping. So I just shoot where I could last see him. And he ended up reversing, so I hit him in the bow. But it was enough to kill him. So we now have control of the east side. I won't say only thanks to me. The Cleveland and Bismarck did a lot on the far east, but now they're kind of out of the action because they're so far east, especially the Bismarck. So this is where the St. Louis shines. You can just take control of the map so effortlessly. So I did go into chat. And tongue-in-cheek said 3 kills and a cap. What's going on over here, guys? But I didn't mean any harm by it. And that Iowa, who in the first 2 minutes was saying that it was game over, is claiming that he was probably doing it tongue-in-cheek too. But he's saying that I stole 3 of his kills, and it's pretty clear that's retarded. So I keep up the fire and just keep landing bombs on the Cleveland. Had I not tried typing out a message saying like how full of crap the Iowa is, I might have been able to secure this kill too, but it's no issue. We'll just keep on firing and keep on running because there is a carrier, and with the St. Louis, it's a definite possibility to intercept the carrier trying to make a run from, you know, whatever side he's on. My assumption is that he's just over A, because 1, his planes keep going over there, and 2, that's where a majority of his team went. So if he had any sense, he would be north of the main group, the main fleet of his team. So, Colorado and St. Louis isn't very fair. I think I landed a 5K or 4.5K salvo just on my first hit and a fire. So, unless I wasn't running jet flags during this and he got a lucky shot and detonated me, there's just 0 chance that he's gonna win this, unfortunately for him. So, just keep up the harassing fire, try and light fires, try and hit his superstructure as much as you can. There's another fire, so I think that's 3 fires already on him, 2 that are currently burning, maybe just 1, and 1 that he can put out. But just turn and try and be somewhat unpredictable with the way that you're gonna kite. At some point, I realized, like, no matter how, even if he gets a couple citadels on me, there's no way that he can kill me. So I gave him my side right there. He'll hit me for a little bit, but it's nothing to cry about. So there's another fire. It's really just not fair. So once I know that he's dead, I switch my guns to the New Orleans to try and get shots on him. But team picks up, kills them, kills the Missouri beforehand. So now it's just the carrier, and nothing much is gonna happen for a little bit, other than some shit talking in chat, but not even really shit talking. So okay, now picking up, just a lot of moving across oceans, boring shit. Finally get to a point where I think no matter what, this guy's gonna get spotted by me, so I'm going straight west, and lo and behold, there's the carrier, and it's a poor tier 7 ranger. Very little chance. Well, that salvo nails me, my Confederate, and just so you guys know, I am a total piece of shit, and I rub salt in their wounds, and I know I'm a piece of shit, but I don't care. Switch to AP. I should have actually been shooting AP instead of those HE salvos, because now that I'm at this angle, a lot of my shots are just gonna go straight through. And right there, I should be switching to HE, but I so don't want to have a delay in my shots. That might prevent me from getting a Kraken, but it doesn't happen. I luckily managed to sink that one as well. So here's the end results. I got 160k, 148 hits, a couple incapacitations, 7 fires, which is okay, 10 citadels, which is pretty good, 2 captures, and not whatever, insignificant target secondary hits. Confederate Kraken, high caliber, which is good, 12,000 XP, which is alright, 352,000 credits, which is alright, decent, 614 free XP, which is not so bad. So here's the detailed report: 43k on the Colorado, 39 on the Ranger, 32, which is all of his health plus some repair on the Fiji, 12,000 on the Ibuki, and 10,000 on the Mayhem. So a decent amount of damage per kill. It's not like I was actually kill stealing like that Iowa would have you think. So 79,000 with HE, 59,000 I think with AP, and then 20,000 with fire, and a couple with secondaries, but it doesn't matter. And only 12,000 damage taken. So there I go, ranking top of the team, 5 kills, 0 plane kills, which is kind of funny. I don't know why, but I find that funny. I think that's 26,000 or 2,600 XP for the game, which I think is 1,100 more than the next person. But I like to point out that the Colorado, second place on my team, has 1 kill and has 1,500 XP, and the Iowa has 3 kills and can't get 1,300. So it makes you think, what was that Iowa doing? But it's whatever. We won the game. That's all that really matters. So hope you guys like what you saw. It's a great example of what the St. Louis can do when you're allowed to just take control of a flank. I'll put a couple details in the description if you want them, but I guess I'll see you next time.